How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin Podcast. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And you are the Hamajang Gang.
The Hamajang Gang is what we call the people in the chat.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to be part of the Hamajang Gang, please participate in the chat.
That's all it takes. It's complicated, but I'm surprised at how many people figured it out. Take, for instance, Papi Cheney there on the screen. Watch this then. I'm going to take our names off the screen.
Oh,
Was that amazing?
man, I've missed out on a lot.
Yeah, I gotta tell you.
All of a sudden, you're magic.
I'm just boom. Hey, Rick S., how you, brother? Good to see you here again. We are still trying to figure out how to give you the sword offline, right? And look, who's
Steve
here?
Myers. Hey, amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, and what? He's from Maine, right?
Yeah, well, in Hawaii, we pronounce it money.
I got set up and I didn't even realize it. Thanks for being here, Steve. Mahalo, Salvador. I think I have that image I was trying to show you. We're going to show that a little later. He sent me a nice picture that he drew of me, you, and Kinako. Yeah. Aloha state of mind.
Like herpes, James is back. Nah.
No.
Just playing.
Ass play. Yeah.
I am back. Not as painful, but I'm back.
You know, we just got to get you some sunlight. That's all it is. By the way, Kamanka really wanted me to say thank you for letting him sit in for you yesterday.
Oh, he was awesome. I caught a little bit of the show before I went to football practice, and you guys are having a lot of fun.
We were having a great time, you know. And he sounded excellent on the microphone. Did you hear that?
He looked good.
Yeah, I'm there. Gamba saying, how's it to plenty people? And Steve Myers, yep. Yeah, that's the way. Right. Well, so where you used to live when you were here before you were in Maine?
Steve?
Steve. I'm talking to Steve, yeah. Mama Sean.
Aloha, gangi. Hope everyone has had a great day.
And look, here's Jeff Piontek.
Yes.
Am I saying that correctly?
I would pronounce it that way, too.
Yeah, sounds like maybe Native American, you know, or what indigenous people, however they say it. How's it, boys? Mahalo, Jeff. There
Hey,
we go.
Nomadic Cole coming all the way from Wyoming.
Wyoming. Why?
Well, Oming.
Oh, okay. Because, you know, we're very close because I'm from Waianae. He's from Wyoming.
Well, the reason I bring it up because I visited Wyoming and I love
you?
that state. Well, my daughter went to college there
Oh,
for 2 years in
wow.
Casper, Wyoming. So, and I liked the people in Wyoming were really nice.
What's the best food to eat in Wyoming?
Steak.
Steak.
Well, they have a lot of cows there.
Oh, so you just reach outside the restaurant, grab one.
You go no, you look out the window, you go, that one.
That one,
That one.
like the lobster thing.
Yeah, but they found a way where instead of killing the cow, they just take a piece of it.
Oh,
and then
just
cut a piece of it and then they fry it.
Reminds me of a joke. It's a little long, but that's the punch, and maybe I'll tell it a little later. You know, I that's a joke I actually wrote that I could never get to work. You know, where there's a guy first time in a restaurant, and he's like, "Wow, what's going on?" So this guy orders a lobster, so they bring a live lobster, and there's a boiling pot of water, and they throw it in the, and he's going, whoa. And then the other guy's, I'll have the steak. And he goes, no, please, I don't think I could take it.
Steve Myers says Kaneohe.
Oh, Kaneohe. We have a Kaneohe video if you would like to see it. Please let me know if you saw it. Or Waipahu. Pick one, Kaneohe or Waipahu. The Waipahu, it is really nice.
Yeah, but two very different places.
Why? They both start with Y. No, what was the first one?
Kaneohe.
Oh, Kaneohe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah, there, wait. That moped needs to go to Midas. The one that passes by here. Yeah, the guy lives up the street, you know what I mean? I have a noise gate on both of these microphones, but the really loud, there's way more cars that you don't hear that go by that actually passed safety check.
Yeah. Alan saying, who's watching the football tonight?
Ooh, who's playing? I'm not a football fan.
My 49ers is playing the Giants, and I have my phone on the score.
What?
It's sitting here with the score.
Are they playing right now?
Yeah.
Oh, and what is the score?
It is 10-3. San Francisco 49ers is up on the New York Giants.
Ooh. Well, keep us updated. I think there might be people that'll be interested in hearing that. And we
Cool.
will save those people because they normally would tune out and go watch TV.
There you go.
Oh, see. Aloha Hamajang Gang members.
Hey, that's how you say them.
That's how you say them. By the way, today we're going to re-up our editorialized news items. We haven't been doing that only because the news items, the only ones I could find were all about Maui, and we try to do things that are uplifting here. And you know, we did as many, hey, plenty people are helping and all that sort of thing. In fact, if you go to andybumatai.com, the button to donate to Maui is still, you know, active, and we've raised about $6,000 so far. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah. Also, we don't want to like make fun of or make jokes. About anything to do with Maui.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is not the time, and so many things are going on. Okay, here's El Salvador. Let me see if I can throw this up here. And this is what I was looking for yesterday, but I couldn't find. Sal, he did these. Ooh, there.
Oh,
you see them? See right there? And he says, hey, Hamajang Gang, right there. You see how that? And if you'll notice, Kinako is behind you, looking right there.
Oh, I love that so much.
Yeah, well, maybe we can you can use it and stuff. And, you know, and not only that, I can probably green screen that and make it like an avatar, you know what I mean? But anyway, Sal, thanks for sending us. If anyone wants art, I think he does this for a living. So, you know, contact Sal Salvador right there. His, if I bring this way up, maybe you can see his, there it is. It's saldesign@gmail.com. Yeah, give Sal a, you know, shoot him a kite, and maybe there we go. Oh, showing my prison. Shoot him a kite. Did I say that? Oh my goodness.
Say, you would have been better if you said send him a pigeon.
No, in prison, when someone sends you a letter, it's called a kite.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm so glad you don't know that.
I've never heard that before.
You never did? Well, it's probably archaic now. Yeah. That would make a great T-shirt, wouldn't it? Yeah, look here. Leilani says, nice. And then Devin, ooh, that's awesome.
So salsdesign@gmail.com.
Yeah, there we go. And Pualani, love that. Ooh, how's it? Nice rides.
I like that it had the tiki behind you, too.
Yeah, because we have our tikis behind us, you know. People go, hey, you both have a tiki behind you. I'm like, yeah, like that was by accident. Ooh, mahalo so much. Well, thank you, Sal.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Wow, that's awesome photo. Yeah, there we go. Great job, Sal. I know. And you know, a lot of times, you know, an artist, they'll draw a picture. They don't get a lot of feedback. That's what I love about this. You know, you get that immediate, what? Yeah. Wow, beautiful artwork, Sal. Yeah. Look at that. See? I mean, you know, I love that. And Namaste Zen, very nice. Very cool poster. Yeah, there we go. Andy, I like your red slip bust. Yeah, you got that from when we talked about that a while back, you know. That's very observant, you know. Can tell he's definitely Hamajang Gang. Did you show the Kinako camp?
She's not here yet.
Oh, she's not there yet. But, well, you know, we do have Kinako camp for those of
here, I'm calling her. Here, she's coming.
Is she?
There she is.
Ah, she makes an appearance. Yes. You know, I know. Woo. You know, I used to move that bed back over to where it was. Now I leave it there, and she sleeps there at night. I know. Whew. Didn't Andy? Didn't Andy do time in Halava? No, I did. I never did time. You know, and in fact, that was a big brag of my dad. I'm the only one of the brothers never do time. You know, my brother did time.
That's funny.
That's where I learned the kite thing.
Oh, because it's one thing I told my dad before he passed was that, not to bring it down, but I said, hey, all your kids have college degrees. Wow. None of your kids are on drugs, and none of your kids are in jail or have gone to jail. So you've succeeded as a parent.
Yeah, especially in the neighborhoods we grew up in, you know.
And also, you fed 4 large Samoan kids. So That's tough.
Were we Japanese, you could have had 13 kids. Ooh, look at the puppy, no matter cold. Yeah, you like that? That's the kinako cam. Yeah, kinako is a Japanese food, and my wife and daughter named kinako that color because that name because she's the same color. Yeah, there we go. Whew, great shirts. Yeah, that would be a good shirt. Yeah, we're talking about Sal's design as a T-shirt. Okay, now we're going to editorialize videos, and this first one's interesting. For I think it was 9 months, most of Honolulu parking was free because they were changing the parking meters over. And it was an interesting problem because a lot of people, since they didn't have to park, they started storing cars there because there was no limit.
Wow.
So if you lived up in a condo and you had a car and it was the airport, you park it there instead. Save yourself a bunch of money, right? So anyway, let's take a look at that.
Is the first week for the city's major rollout of this new 4G-enabled parking meters.
Yeah, so it's also the end of that free parking period. Casey Line is live this morning to see how it's going. Casey?
Aloha. Monday was the first day of enforcement as those new meters were rolled out across the city. We're going to talk about that in just a moment, but I have Roger Morton. He's the director of the Department of Transportation Services for the city with us today. And I want to ask, before we get into the nuts and bolts of how things are going to work, enforcement, how you can pay, the big picture here, why the city thought this was important to upgrade. And again, the scope of the project, this took a little doing, but ultimately, as we've been showing people, not removing the entire infrastructure of the pole, just replacing these heads, but still a lot of work, and I want to know what the idea behind it was.
Well, the city has been trying to make our whole infrastructure more usable for all of our city residents, and parking is an important part of our daily life. So we wanted to modernize our system. We wanted to be able to do digital transmission. We needed to upgrade to a current cellular. We wanted to be able to use some of the new things like Apple Pay, Google Pay, just so that, like me, I don't have any coins in my pocket and never do. So,
that's an interesting thing, too. I'll bet you they're saving a ton of money just on the processing of coins. That can't be easy as opposed to, that's all there is to it, instead of a 55-gallon drum of quarters.
Well, also sending people out to go and collect all of these coins every so often.
I hadn't thought of that.
The manpower.
Yeah.
It's just easier for me if I can use a credit card now, or I can use my smartphone to pay my parking fees.
I want to ask a little bit about how many. We're talking a little over 4,000, right, of the new meters were installed.
Well, there are 2,100 old digital meters, and we've got them all installed now. And now we are going to install another 2,100 meters on meters that were previously not digital. They just accepted coins. So by the end of the year, all of our fleet of 4,200 parking meters will be installed with the new technology.
And really quickly too, I do want to talk a little bit about enforcement. Folks had quite a decent chunk of time to enjoy free parking. What did we observe during that period? And it kind of maybe proves the point of why enforcement is something that we have to kind of keep on top of, I guess.
Well, my folks did do some parking checks during this period when there was no enforcement. And pretty quickly what we learned was employees and residents tended to park in metered stalls knowing that they weren't going to be enforced. And they parked there all day, or in some cases for long periods, like a week or 2 weeks at a time. And they took parking spaces away from, from others that wanted to frequent local businesses or just come over and see a friend or something. So really there was no availability of parking in a lot of the metered spots because of the long-term parkers.
Very good. Roger Morton with us today to talk a little bit about that upgrade. And in one quick note, too, these new parking meters have a device in the front, a reader that can tell whether or not a vehicle is parked in that space. That can help with keeping track not only of which spaces are being used the most, but it can help with enforcement as well. We want to remind you the Park Smarter app is also another app you can use to pay, another way to pay. You can download that online. You can just go to www.parksmarter.com. Reporting downtown, I'm Casey Lund. For now, we'll send things back to you.
www. Do you still need to say that?
No.
I don't get it. You know, you just parksmarter.com.
Yeah,
I wonder if that app will tell you where the empty spaces are.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Because, yeah, that's right. They have the sensor that knows if there's a car. That would be amazing.
Yeah, because then you could go, oh, look, there's a lot of empty spaces in this area.
Yeah.
I'll go over there. You know? Yeah, that's right. And, you know, Papi Cheney, one of the things I like about the, you know, the Apple Watch, the Apple Pay with the watch, and even your phone, right? Every time you do it, it changes that three number code. You know how every...
the CVV?
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, being dyslexic, I couldn't remember that. But, you know, every time you use the card, it changes that. So if somebody gets that through and tries to use it, it won't work.
Yeah. Like the virtual card, I guess is what you're talking about.
Yeah, the virtual. So if I walked up to that, you know, then beep, and then paid with this, and, you know, somebody hacked in there, they couldn't use my card.
Because those three numbers changed.
Wouldn't match.
Oh, I didn't. That's cool.
Yeah, that's an Apple thing. Yeah. Whew, good point, Andy. Oh, yeah, that's it. I'm all for that because I never have change. You know? I remember when my daughter went to travel, I actually, you know, I have a whole bag full of old quarters, right? I took that bag and took about a quarter of it and put it in a bag, you know, a Ziploc, and gave it to her because I said, you never know where you're going to be, and I know you don't, like me, carry coins.
Yeah,
you know?
my truck that I have now didn't have an ashtray. So from my old truck, when I got rid of it, I took the ashtray from there and put it in my new truck. And then I put the coins in there. But yeah, other than that, I don't carry coins.
Oh, man. Okay, you know what, Steve, I have to remember to play this Waipahu video for you. I don't know when the last time you were there, but we have one. And I'll show you, I'll tell you what we're going to play a... this is a video that takes us through Aliomanu, the area up there, okay? And while we're showing this, I'll go search out the Waipahu one, okay? But first, a drop from Mad Statter.
Mad Statter here, just about to check out that smoky moist gray sponge burger. While I'm doing that, why don't you all check out Daily Pidgin Live? Yeah.
Shame, think something new under the sun. You can't take back them things you already done. No, you blame things that you do on somebody else. No, but they all see is you need help. But still you try so hard to cover up your games. You try so hard, hoping that one day something gon' change. You waste all of your time covering up your tracks. Spend all your days running away. Now you gotta watch your back, and that's the facts. You spend so much of your life scheming and trying to get over. Got you wondering why you come around. All you get is cold shoulder. Yeah, you try so hard to cover up your games. You try so hard, hoping that one day something gon' change. You try so hard. You try so hard. You try so hard. Yeah.
and it was made out of spruce. That's why they called it spruce goose. What we're talking about, as Rick was going, was that plane in that video the spruce goose? And you know, my young co-host said, "I've never heard of the spruce goose."
Looking it up now.
Yeah, yeah. But it was the largest plane in existence at the time. It was meant to carry troops, but Howard Hughes wanted to prove that it could fly, so he kind of lifted it off. I don't think that was the spruce goose, Rick, only because it was too high. I think he only got like 8 feet off the water or something.
The Hughes H4 Hercules.
That's what it was right there.
Wow.
Ooh, oh, hey, Frank, mahalo for showing face while you could. He has to take off. Hawaii, before I moved to Portugal. Oh, I'm Fort Jen Poragi from Hawaii, going back to the old country to retire. Oh, man, that's great, man. Well, okay, just get ready when you get back to Portugal. People go, oh, Frank, you get nice hair.
Yeah, it's nice hair. I wonder if they just call it sausage over there.
What?
Or bean soup instead of Portuguese sausage or Portuguese bean soup. They just say.
Oh, I'm sure they have. I bet you they have an authentic name for it. It's panagaza or something. You know.
Ooh, sounds
I
Italian.
made that up.
Yes, just like the Italians.
Yeah, just like the Italians. It just maybe a good name for it. Let's go to Panagaza. You know they got good food.
Hi.
Spruce Goose is in McMinnville, Oregon.
Oh.
Yeah, it still exists. And I think he got a government contract to build it. Got all the money, went, okay, I'm done. Okay, we're going to try to play this Waipahu video for you. Okay, Steve, hold on. I got to do this. And then I do, I think I do this, right? Then I grab this, put it over here, because I didn't have it queued up and ready, right? That's who it was, right? For Steve?
Steve, yep.
Yeah, okay.
From Money.
Yeah, Steve from Money. Okay, brah, here you go. A little hidden Waipahu for you.
I'll ride with the horses, I'll swim through the sea, I'll climb to the mountain tops, won't you come follow me? I'll take time to notice all that I see, and after I've come so far, you know where I'll be. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. But life is a vision, that's how it should be. The world is a canvas, and the choices are free. At the end of the journey, where all is complete, they'll all wonder where I've gone, but you know where I'll be. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. Our dreams last forever, for all that we know. roads come together, and that's where we'll go. We'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away, oh. We'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away, oh. Ooh, we'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away, oh. We'll fly away, fly away, fly away.
There. More scratches, more scratches. Boy, she looks at you like,
what is this hand for? She's trying to signal to me.
She's trying to high five you. Yeah. Dogs just have that way of, I love that meme of the two bulldogs. There's the dad bulldog and then the son bulldog, the little puppy, and they're both on their back. Oh. And there's a bubble over the dad that says, "No, serious, hang on, it'll be worth it." Very classy, Andy. Oh, well, thank you, lady. I appreciate that. Hi, our mascot, Kinako. There you go. Nomadic cold, LOL. She's ready for belly rubs. I know. There was I forget what it was, a basketball game or something, and a dog walked out in the middle, and right and center just turned over and waited. I said, well, he's looking around going, somebody.
Yeah. My dad taught me, it'll be worth it.
It'll be worth it. Ooh, James, you got the paw. Kinako loves you. Okay, let's go, let's do another,
editorialization.
Thank you. I'm trying to find it. Is this? Oh, I can't tell if this is it. Cross your fingers.
Jansom.
The city says more people are riding Skyline after a drop in ridership over the summer.
Officials are seeing about a 14% increase in demand. Eddie Dowd has a look at what's behind the bump.
Officials admit Skyline saw a slump during the summer months, but they're saying they're seeing positive.
I think the next thing they need is a cameraman who understands white balance. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, if he's like Bryce Moore, it's his phone that he's using.
That's why the guy's got his iPhone 5.
Signs with students going back to school, a slight increase in those ridership numbers, but admit there's still a long road ahead to increase ridership.
Yeah, well, I ride the Skyline because it's the fastest route to my school.
City officials say it's students like Dylan Delgado that's now lifting Skylines.
That shot was the kid in his helicopter.
Weekday ridership.
I take an Uber ride all the way to Pearl City, the station, and then I ride from there all the way to Kapolei.
During the summer, Skyline's ridership on the weekdays at times was dropping below 3,000 riders a day. One of the worst days was July 19th, a Wednesday, seeing just over 2,600 riders. But with UH West Oahu now in session, this past Wednesday jumped to 3,400 riders according to data.
So they went from 2,400 to 3,400.
Ooh, the big jump.
As Filipinos going, I get that many people in my apartment.
Ooh, the big jump.
Big jump.
Wow. Data from the city. Despite the growth, it's a stark difference from the average 10,000 daily riders in the first 5 days of operations when riders did not have to pay.
We saw a little dip as we headed into the summer, but since the schools ended up coming back into session in August, we've had a 14% increase in ridership.
We asked the city's Deputy Director of Transportation Services to take a ride with us on Skyline to see for ourselves.
He looks like he's a good guy to hang out with.
Yeah, he's a good sense of humor, and we're about the same age, so he's a really nice guy.
If I can find a button to restart, we'd be
Although
okay.
many empty seats, we found some people that the city is now considering their regulars. Uncle, how often do you ride Skyline?
4 times, 5 times a week.
4 or 5 times a week, just to cruise?
Yes.
Just to watch?
Yes.
The city says it will.
That's going to be me when I'm old. That will be my social life right there.
About 4 or 5 times a week.
4 or 5 times. And you would be coming in from... No, never mind.
Extend Skyline's hours of operation once it opens at the airport, but that won't be till at least 2025. It believes only then will demand really pick up.
John, do you think we'll ever get enough ridership where Skyline will be profitable?
His answer to this question really blew my mind. And I understood it to a point, but to hear it articulated, I kind of went, what?
We look at public transit as a service, and so we would never look to make money off of people.
You're saying the plans always called for it to operate at a loss?
Yes, when you look at the financial plans for rail, before and even current, the operating costs will always exceed the revenue we get from fares. And that's true across public transit systems across the United States.
Obviously, I would like, to build on the ridership. It's going to take time.
City officials say Skyline could hit 4,000 daily riders in the next 6 months. Reporting on Skyline, Eddie Dowd, Hawaii News Now.
Ooh, yeah. I'd like to see it, become more popular. But again, like I tell everybody, it's not for my generation, really. It's not, maybe not even for yours.
No.
It's for your daughters and her kids.
Yeah. And I understand exactly what John is saying because City Bus... They taught us that we're not in it to make money. We're in it to provide the service. The service is there if the people need it. If they don't use it, they don't use it.
It's like when you hear people complain about the post office not making money. It's like it's a service. You're not. That's interesting. But to hear someone actually say it, I was like, what?
Well, he's also a very intelligent guy. He's an Iolani grad and a USC grad.
A USC grad. Whoa, plus, brother, do word puzzle.
Yeah, Wordle.
Wordle, that's it. You do that all the time. Yeah. And see, I think it could work to cut down on cars over. That's the whole idea of it. And I think, like, you look at that student right now, if he can get where he wants, he's not putting a car as his major purchase. That money will go back into his education.
Well, the thing also is that I think it was bad timing is that the destination goes to nowhere because the Aloha Stadium is not being used anymore. If it was, at least there was a destination that it went to. So it won't be working, or the ridership will be low until it goes to the airport and then, of course, downtown.
Yeah, well, but the kid's going to school. He's using it, And and the first part of his journey is on Uber to Pearl City, right? And the worst part is he lives in Ka'ava. So that Uber.
It's like, why you get on the rail when you spent $80 on your Uber?
Sorry if that was too esoteric of a joke for people not, familiar with the geology of Oahu. The buses here in Chattanooga never have anyone on them. Plus, the routes are terrible. Oh. Well, there you go. That's a glowing...
you figure a place called Chattanooga would have good trains.
Yeah, all the That stopped me in my tracks. Did you hear that? Thank you. Okay. All right. So, let's see, where were we? Oops. I dictated senior discount is a good idea and student discount. Yeah, but again, like James is saying, the original plans were that it would get all the way to Honolulu.
Yeah.
But
and
of course,
that's when it'll start making money for sure.
Well, you know what I mean. There were mitigating circumstances. I mean, the whole the Corona thing. Dropped all sorts of income. Because sales tax alone, they could have finished it. I get the Oahu topography, geography joke. Oh, you inside, brah.
Well, that's the way the mayor thinks, because he comes from, I guess, promotions and making money background, whereas John comes from public transit, because he was at the city bus about the same time as I was. So he's been in public transit for almost 30 years.
For those of you who may not know, the mayor used to run KGMB Studios. He's a real businessman. Before that, I think he was in the private sector, you know, as a businessman. So
there's a battle going on in Kinakukan.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, let's just check this out. And you know, and what? Oh, what happened? Oh man, she came flying in. Oh, the Miles laptop right there. Come on, I want to get on Only Pause. Come on, let me have it.
I got a parent lock your laptop.
Really? Oh, hit the any key. Kinako, hit the any key.
Control, Alt, Delete.
Yeah, right there.
Unsubscribe.
Oh, gone. Yeah. Lost him. Okay. Okay, speaking of businesses, this next editorialized video is the showcase of someone who has been working very hard to build a business, which has not been easy in the last few years. But he's been successful, and I don't know, to me it's a testament to hard work. Check this out.
When it comes to success for any small business, hard work is always a key. And that's exactly what led to the success of Key's International Fashions, as we learned in this Business Matters report.
For that one.
The poet.
Okay. So you can check out to see they have, and you can ship to them.
Look, listen to his accent. If you wanted to learn, I think it's Chinese. If I'm going to guess it is. This is the video you should download.
Like many businesses, Howard Key struggles to find good workers, so he's grateful to have a few good men and women, as well as space to move around in.
Wow.
That's because he started Key International Fashion in the family's home, and he operated his business as a one-man band.
I go to Waikiki to doing the sell and deliver, collect money, and take order.
Just you?
Yeah, only me.
He moved into this warehouse.
This isn't like your last name. The money.
No, but he smiled when he said collect the money.
Collect the money.
Get to his favorite
I
part.
know. Oh, the joy. But look how hard he worked. I mean, you know, oh man.
In the year 2000, things
better.
started to blow up, and not just here in the islands.
When I moved here, it's a business good for me, and I start doing the trade show in mainland, like Las Vegas and Orlando.
And funny enough, it wasn't just the mainland. He started developing markets in Japan and Europe, with the largest being Germany, of all places. Why do they like your clothing?
The first thing I'm thinking, I don't know too. How come India is the weather is kind of cold, yeah? How do they like the Hawaii shirt or up there I fly out, or mostly they order the nearby the beach side. Yeah, on the ocean side.
Yeah.
So they wear all Hawaii shirt. They love Hawaii shirt.
Today, he sells more shirts outside of the islands than he does here.
Wow.
And then when COVID hit, well, those jumbo-size sales started to shrink, not to mention his number of salespeople.
Do you need help with putting the shirt together?
Enter his son, Ethan, who joined the company about a year ago.
Okay, listen to Ethan. You heard Dad talk. Okay, listen to Ethan speak.
It wasn't the plan, but the combination of fewer workers for Dad and a desire to learn the business side of things made it a perfect fit.
I knew that my dad ran this business for so long already, so I was like, I may as well join him and learn what he has to like offer and like give guidance in my own path.
He said his dad was always...
Okay, like, did you notice that he like said the word like a lot?
Like a little bit.
Like I heard a lot of
They have the same voice.
Yeah.
It's just that they're obviously different accents.
And the generational use of like.
He's working hard and very centered, which ironically has become the company's secret to success, keeping everything centered.
Trademark in the center always. Everybody they looking for the shirt they like. The brand for our brand is KY is in the center.
He makes the shirts himself.
Like design is always in the middle. It takes up more fabric and more effort to actually make those shirts, and not a lot of companies want to do that.
And they have total control of the design process because it's all done in-house. You do everything right here.
Yeah, we do everything right here, and we're cutting and marking the
Maybe we should call him for sponsorship. Yeah. Do you think they make big ones?
He did show a really big jumbo shirt that shrunk. I thought you were doing that, like your graphics were doing that.
I wasn't doing
Paper right here before and after we lay out all the fabric and we cutting right here.
And when they do cut, it's not just for a handful of shirts.
More than 600.
Wow.
You see right here.
You're cutting 600 shirts at a time?
Yeah, for one side. One cut like that is 600.
That's like a bed.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you know, anyone who's, you know, like my mom would try to sew shirts, right? And she'd get a pattern and cut one out. This brother's doing him 600 at a time.
Peace.
And in many cases, it's Howard who does the cutting, just like those early days when he did everything by himself.
Wow.
If there's any like short staff or any like any problems that arise in the warehouse, he's like immediately there to like fix it or like show me how to fix it, and it's inspiring.
Only 5.
Only.
I know. Look, Devin. Wow. I know, amazing. But you know what? Look what the guy did. It's okay. I'll do it all, and then I find somebody, and boy.
Yeah, and all profits is him because there's nobody to pay out to other than buying supplies.
And especially when he was at his parents' garage, which, by the way, is how Steve Jobs started, with a little company called Apple.
And then now it's Howard Key.
Oh, sorry. Aloha, Andy and James from Kentucky. Aloha, Deborah, Casey Jones. We're back to editorializing videos and making fun of people because they can't hit us.
Like today or like
tomorrow.
Yeah.
But sometimes when they like, you know, see us, they say, hey, I didn't like what you said about me saying like.
Then I said, why?
Why?
You like scrap.
Oh, Polani, I'm making a sandwich. Yeah, you were talking about, is Dave's bread? Was that what she was saying? If I'm not mistaken. Whew. Yes, he has to have good seamstress to do that many shirts and good quality that people keep buying. I know. Hey, David Chaos Smith, what's it? On Big Island, we get the old buses from Oahu. The bus, free for now, but not too reliable as far as being on time and breaking down a lot. Hopefully one day we will get better equipment. Man, maybe you get the rail.
Well,
from here.
Wow. It took us, 50 years to build the rail, so Big Island, ooh. They got to make them lava-proof.
600 shirt cut at one time is an amazing cost-cutting savior. I don't think she was being, but yeah, I get it. Yeah. Drinking game every time he says liked. Oh, are you kidding? Oh. Man, we'd be buying land on the Big Island in about an hour.
Every 30 seconds, I'll be all drunk already.
I'm from Waianae. Why?
But those buses that you guys get on the Big Island, the old OTS buses, if you added up all the mileage from the city bus in one day, you can go around the Earth 1.5 times.
Wow.
And that's just on Oahu.
And then after that 1.5 times, what, you get a transfer and you can go Mars.
Yeah, well, it'd take a couple of days, but...
8 years. Yeah. Oh, when we gonna get there, I gotta go shishi.
Oh, my transfer falling apart now.
$1 for rail on the Big Island. Yeah, I know. Well, maybe they make one smaller rail. Yeah. They make one handrail. Hey, who's this? Ramos.exe. Ooh, this sounds...
robotish.
I know, robotish. I don't know, amazing. Remember to take care of yourselves. Yeah, that's definitely
my dear souls. You have no soul, robot.
You have no soul. We know the smell.
If you could do this for me one time, tell me how many crosswalks you see in this picture. That's what they should have did on the Terminator.
Oh, that's
just how many bicycles you see in this picture, Arnold?
I'll be back. Okay, the bus was the best thing that happened to me in Palisades when I was 10. I've told the story before. My son, when he turned 15, I said, hey, I'll buy you a little, buy you an old junk car so you can get around, see your friend.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'd rather have a camera. I'll take the bus.
Oh, nice.
And he bought a camera.
Well, transit service, I think, we're number one a few years.
No, you can get on a bus from here. You go to the main one there, boom, straight to town, and from there, boom, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, and then from there, his friends would call, pick him up.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Yeah, I brought my camera, guys. Pick me up.
Oh, Andy, does your wife get annoyed when you make jokes every time, or do you get serious? Oh, I'm not like this all the time.
Yeah.
You cannot be like that.
Yeah.
Most of the times, I'm laying in bed trying to think of jokes.
Yeah.
You know.
You'd be surprised. Maybe we can ask Papi Cheney.
Yeah. Well, you get what I call comic muscle memory, where you answer things in a way, because when you get information, it automatically processes in a way,
Yeah, but most of the times we like to sit in the dark and to our own thoughts. And hey, look, Ramos is not a robot.
I am not a robot. Okay. Well, how many crosswalks do you see? You have not answered the question. But that's a different. You notice.
Yeah, it was Twitch.
He switched on Twitch. On Twitch, he had this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then over here on Ramos on YouTube, he's here. So I mean, before we let you go out with our daughter, we know how many crosswalks.
And the R in the avatar stands for robot.
I hadn't thought of that. Jeffrey Owen, Route 51, Makaha to Ala Moana. Oh, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
I did a bit about that, getting off the bus at Ala Moana.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it just actually happened. I got off the bus with this girl. We cut out of school, and as soon as we got off the bus, these three guys from Kalihi, I'm assuming, right, Filipino tank top. Hey, country punk, go back country. They were on me, and I was making big body, and I told Paula, hey, how do I know we found our country? Stupid, we just got off the Makaha bus.
The infamous 51.
No, can I see the image of the crosswalk again?
Oh, you should have memorized it already.
Yeah, I'm saying. Now we know he's not a bot, because he would have done a Google search.
That's true.
Yeah. We used to cut school, ride the bus. Boo from from town?
Bus.
Oh, bus from town. Go body surfing. Oh, with the McDonald's tray.
Oh,
you gotta go McDonald's. I can have one water. Yeah. Pretty soon, Sandy's.
All of us, standing in line, I'll have one Egg McMuffin.
Yeah.
Then my friend, I'll have one Egg McMuffin.
Oh, that's funny. I wonder what I never stole one of those trays for body surfing, but did you take them home, save them, or you would throw them away at the beach?
No, well, I didn't use it a lot, but when I did, we just threw them away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because, they're free.
Plus, we kids.
They're free. When is the last time you talked to Richard Grieco? Ed, I haven't talked to Richard in a long time. We emailed back and forth. He's really into art now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's turning into a full-blown artist. Johnny Depp, same way. He does a lot of art. A lot of these guys, the child stars, I call them, got into art. But
therapeutic.
Therapeutic and what have you. Okay, you guys too funny. McDonald's for tray body serving. No, we're not making that up, Darlene. That was a regular thing.
Yeah.
People, all the local kids knew. And I don't think McDonald's got hip to it until finally when they see, what's going on with the trays? Yeah, they're great for body surfing, Okay. Okay, shall we editorialize one here?
Yes.
And this one is a short one. Oh, look. Hey,
she jumped onto my leg.
Oh, man.
No, not like that.
Oh, okay.
Not like my dogs.
not like your dog. Okay, this one here, this is a short little piece, but it is about someone who made the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh.
Lives on the Big Island, okay? People, Hamajang Gang, what do you think this person won for? Okay, we're going to let you do that. It's a wine, I think, but I miss boogie boarding. Oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't boogie boarding. It was McDonald traying. That's
service.
Epic. Yeah,
the service.
Ooh, Kinako. It's a white-eye thing. Yeah, thinking. Such a pretty goat. Yeah, pies. Okay, we have pies. Taro. Oh, what kind of guess is that? How would a taro make a...
the most taro?
Maybe, yeah, maybe that will be it, but I don't know. Roger, you're grasping at straws.
A Big Island farmer has found his way into the record books. Clarence Medeiros Jr. from Captain Cook grew a 50-pound taro, and it's now officially been recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records. Medeiros has been farming taro for over 50 years, and he says this is the largest taro he's ever seen. And he's achieved this impressive feat without using any fertilizers, just relying solely on rainwater.
Wow.
Wow.
A blessing from the good rain, and we never had volcano erupt for a couple of years, until recently. But the weather was good, so
you gotta give them subtitles.
Everything turned out to be just right.
It's the size of
Clarence
his leg.
says he wants to give credit to his fellow Kona farmers who are also cultivating indigenous crops like kalo and ulu through traditional and sustainable practices. And in case you're wondering, the type of kalo that won the world record is called lehua pake. Congratulations. That thing was bigger than him.
It was amazing. and you picture it so dry, and to have that with the rainwater.
And he did it with the rainwater. Impressive.
Lehua pake. No match, bro.
I knew her. Yeah. My friend would take her prom.
Yeah, but she's stingy, man.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy. But you know what? If you like poi, planning her house.
Imagine them at the farm, though, and then they're selling each. And they go, not, bro. You said $2 each. I like that one.
I like that one right there.
Oh, that's poi for days.
Junior boy, take all the stickers off the taro. Who wouldn't do that?
Each.
I love poi with lomi salmon mixed together. Is there another way to eat it?
Yeah. Well, the cool thing, too, is that when you make the poi, it doesn't go bad. So even though you have that 50-pound, well, I don't know if they're going to make it to poi.
It doesn't go bad. The burger gets sour.
No, poi doesn't go bad. I don't think. The poi will sit, and you can... I believe.
Yeah, I know, but it gets potent if you let it sit.
No, I think it was that guy, a documentary I was watching, the guy that makes, a Hawaiian guy, he makes poi, and he says that poi will sit for a long time.
Well, it'll sit for a long time, but not forever. I mean...
Well, nothing lasts forever.
Yeah.
Only the roaches and
when
poi.
When we go Mars, Bob, we go take poi.
Yeah. Poi, roaches, and Twinkies.
Hey, say, Andy, did you meet the first Checkers and Pogo? No, I was too young. I went down to that studio. I was never on the Checkers and Pogo show. But when I went down there, I was probably 6th grade.
Oh, wow.
You know, during the whole Checkers and Pogo thing. And I went into KGMB studio, and they showed us what they did. We walked around. And I'm telling you, I went... I want to do this for a living.
Look at that.
Well, because you got to understand, I was working construction every summer. My dad was a welder.
Yeah.
I saw these guys sipping coffee, pushing buttons, moving dials. I went, I like that. And now, dun, 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 fast forward. And look at that, I got one guy peeking over my shoulder. I know.
Peeping James.
So no, I never really met them. That was... Checkers and Pogo, I forget their real names now. Honey lasts forever, proof in fact. Yeah, Honey would do that. But if James and I went on a long trip, we couldn't bring Honey because you might slip. Honey. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean anything by that.
It wouldn't last anyways. I'd finish it on the second day.
Speaking of, I'd be making hot water and putting honey in it.
Kinako. Ron in Napa says he was on Checkers and Pogo twice.
What? From Napa? Oh, you lucky bugger.
They were streaming
Morgan
back then.
Freeman. Morgan Freeman. Pogo was Morgan Freeman. And there were a number of people.
Morgan White.
Morgan White.
Morgan
Morgan Freeman. His voiceovers were way better, though.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan White. God, Morgan Freeman. Yeah, you're sorry. Jim Demarest and yeah, but Jim Demarest, he was the most well known. But also there were other people who did Checkers. One of them was the columnist. What was his name? Morgan Freeman. See, look, Miles agrees with me. It was Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, yes, Mass Dad. It was Electric Company.
Yeah, okay, there we go. That's where I got him. I get them mixed up.
Hey, you guys. Oh, by the way, the score is 17-6. The 49ers at halftime.
Wow. Aloha for the new Kasushi Hawai'i. Kansushi. Oh.
I'm glad the testing or whatever he had at the hospital went okay. Since now he's eating sushi.
Yeah. Are you wearing your kilt? I saw the pictures of you, Johnny. You were wearing a kilt. Oh. It was a cargo kilt too.
Cargo kilt.
Yeah, it had what a kilt is, right? Yeah. Well, it was that, but it wasn't the plaid one. It was and it had like cargo pockets in it. I went, a cargo kilt?
Wow.
Yeah. Kamaka went to a show that they were all part of and showed me pictures. I went, is he wearing a dress? He goes, no, that's a kilt. I went, oh, wow, punk kilt. Yeah. There we go. That was probably it.
That's why you keep the brass knuckles.
Okay, here we go. We got a last one, and this is our friend, speaking of Kamaka Pili.
Hey.
And he has some interesting facts about surfing. I know. If you're a surfer, even if you're not, I think you might enjoy this. Check it out.
Did you know there was once a time when surfing was nearly wiped out?
Did you know?
Kamakapili explains in tonight's Aloha Authentic.
In the Ahupua of Waikiki, which lies in the moku of Kona here on Oahu, stands a busy roadway with a given name that translates as the worn-out soil. We're talking about Kapahulu Avenue. Named after a section of land, Kapahulu Avenue leads you straight.
Did you hear that? Kapahulu is the worn-out soil. How do you wear out soil? You overplant it or something?
Oh, maybe you use the land too much.
Like grow too many things on it? Till
Maybe
finally someone says, this is only good for one long road.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. But he uses a bunch of interesting terms. Listen to this.
To a popular place known as Kapahulu Groin. Nicknamed Walls, this is a seawall that extends out into the Waikiki.
We all grew up calling that walls.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Why do you suppose that walls became more popular than Kapahulu Groin?
I think the missionary said, no.
You kids aren't going to play on the giant groin. Think of another name.
I don't know why is it called walls when it should be called ground.
It'd be, because they couldn't spell precipice.
Where people like to jump in and swim, but surfing is what these waters are truly known for. Though it has been called the sport of kings, everyone surfed. However, there were areas that were kapu, or reserved specifically for royalty.
See that board that guy's carrying right there? He got that from the first McDonald's in Waikiki.
They only had cheeseburger then. Never
Yeah,
had Big
only had
Mac yet.
cheeseburger, and it had to be big enough, so like 4 people could eat off it. So that he was lucky.
Well, they hanged it off of the side of the window, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They go through the car, through the whole car.
There was even a temple on the slopes of Diamond Head where priests would fly a kite announcing surf conditions.
Oh, how's that? Hey, bro, we go surf. Get 4 to 6 kites.
The thing clear, the kite is clear, so that means glassy.
Yeah, glassy. Well, wait, can I see the kite? Might be cloudy.
By the turn of the 20th century, surfing nearly wiped out in Waikiki.
What?
It was a group of Honolulu residents who helped to revive it when they established the Outrigger Canoe Club, the world's first organization dedicated to preserving surfing on boards and Hawaiian outrigger canoes. One man in particular who helped shape surfing into what it is today was Duke Kahanamoku, the godfather of modern-day surfing. History shares the longest ride on a wave was recorded in 1917. The Duke caught a 35-foot wave known as a bluebird from the front of Diamond Head for a distance of 1.25 miles into shore. In those days,
that wave was called the bluebird. Wow. Right, and a guy stole the wave from him about halfway. That's called the eagle. 35-foot wave? That's kind of hard to believe.
And for a mile?
Well, he took off outside by Diamond Head, right. And back then they said the way the reefs were, you could get all the way into Waikiki on one wave.
That mean the Uber back then, huh?
Days, the stream Kue Kaunahi, one of 3 once in Waikiki, flowed into the ocean near Kapahulu Groin. Those streams were taken away when the Alawai Canal was created in the 1920s due to unhealthy conditions.
What?
Did you know? Now you do.
From now on, I'm not calling it walls anymore. It's the Kapahulu Groin.
You know, his pauses are getting longer and longer.
Yeah. Did you know? Now you do. Hey! Now about trying, no, stop trying to milk your time. All right, guys, that takes us to the top of the hour. And we're, I know, Ed, say goodbye, Kikinako. Oh, let's go full screen. There we go. Boom, 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 boom.
She said, no kiss me.
I'm going to eat your beard. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you so much for being here. And guess what? Thank you especially to Nani Aloha, our moderationist and associate producer, right? We have C. Honda, Ann Ware, and also Devin in the crinkly paper hat, all moderationists, and we thank them for keeping the bowling ball on the alley and out of the gutter, even though that's where our minds go sometimes. Did I tell you about the Kapahulu grind? Okay, anyway, so
like so many times, like
it was amazing, like how many times we mentioned it. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks for another great show, Kinako, Andy, and James. You're welcome, Sam Bittner, and thanks to everybody who's been watching. Oh, you know what? I want to do one thing on the way out. Okay, remind people that I'm doing these shorts, these little fake news stories,
yes,
right? This is on YouTube. Go down, and they look like this, just to give you an idea. Earlier this afternoon, one of the busiest intersections in downtown Honolulu was descended upon by a group of more than a dozen protesters carrying a large billboard-sized picture of Jesus Christ and chanting "More prayer in the schools." They brought the intersection to a standstill for almost 2 hours. When Honolulu police arrived, one observant officer pointed out that the picture they were carrying was not in fact Jesus Christ, but actually that of Kurt Cobain, frontman for the rock band Nirvana. When this was pointed out, the protesters disbanded without incident. Good work, officer. So on that low note,
go and hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button, okay? R.I.P. Cobain, yeah, I know. Oh, if that was for all the Nirvana fans out there. So we're going to hit the button now. Speaking of buttons, mahalo once again for being here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.